I'm making a documentary about challenges of working in the Canadian film and television industry. What can we embrace as a strength, and what do we have to overcome? And sort of looking at it my perspective as a young filmmaker, just came out of school, want to dedicate my life to working on a craft that I love at home. What's the sustainable future? Is there a sustainable future in that?
You are so screwed.
Ever since I graduated from film school, I've been trying to figure out what the future looks like for the Canadian film and television industry. I'm a young Canadian filmmaker, and I have a problem. I want to make films at home, and when I look at a film like Juno, which I love, it's shot in Canada, great Canadian cast, directed by...
You're trying to get me into trouble.
But the initial reactions I got weren't exactly uplifting.
I mean, it's really hard to make films in Canada now.
You gotta be really, really, really good, or you'll die. You'll die. It's a shitty living.
Did I mention a day job?
But the more people I talk to, the more I realize there is a real desire to make things better.
We have incredible talent. Amazing, amazing talent. And sometimes I think this country just doesn't know what to do with it.
Part of the problem is a system that fails to nurture its own talent. And even when we do have successes, they're not given the support they need.
It's not that we're making bad films. I see good Canadian films every year, but a lot of people don't because they don't hear about them. So don't tell me that there isn't an audience for our movies.
And the more I learn, the more I realize this film shouldn't be about what the industry is, but what it could be.
We got to speak to our audiences here, because if we can speak to people in Newmarket, we can speak to people in Albuquerque, and we can speak to people in France.
Canada is unique. And if we don't reflect that in our media, in our television, our film, in our radio, then to me, why do you have a sovereign country at all?
It may sound corny, but I take pride in the country that I live in. And I think a lot of other people do too. But the only way to really go about creating change is to spend less time talking about it and more time doing it.